everyone, welcome back to the kitchen for another cooking lesson of Summer Nutrition Club. Today we'll be making mini carrot zucchini muffins. We'll be using the first zucchini out of our family's garden and some carrots, and baking is a really great way to get vegetables in, and normally you don't even taste it.
Don't forget to wash your hands and scrub your vegetables before we get started. Use a scrub brush to clean the carrot and use a little bit of mild soap with the zucchini.
To start out, I have flour, salt, cinnamon, baking soda, 2 carrots, a zucchini, 1 egg, honey, and vanilla extract, and melted butter, and that's cooling. I also have a fork, a butter knife, some measuring spoons and measuring cups, a mixing bowl, a grater, and a couple more mixing bowls. I also have a nice rubber spatula here for stirring everything together.
Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and prepare a pan with mini muffin cups or use a mini muffin pan. You can use oil to grease the mini muffin cups, but when they're silicone, they actually don't need any extra oil. Make sure the rack is in the middle of your oven.
This recipe calls for 1 cup of flour. So you take your 1 cup measuring cup, and this is a trick that I learned from my dad when I was really young. You take a butter knife, take the curved side down.
Make little slices along the top of the measuring cup and the flour, and then take the flat edge and scrape the excess flour off.
And that gives you a nice level measurement of flour. We need a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Then we need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Then we need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Then you're going to take a fork or a whisk and whisk it all together. We're going to go ahead and start prepping these vegetables. So we need to finely grate them, and I'm going to chop the end off of my zucchini with this butter knife. We need 1 cup of finely grated zucchini.
I started grating with the fine side of the grater, but I realized it wasn't working very well, so I turned it around and started using the coarse side of the grater. And the pieces of zucchini were a bit too coarse for this recipe, so I ended up using a chef's knife to chop everything quite a bit finer. We had just the right amount of zucchini.
Next, we're going to grate the carrot, and I think I'm just going to do it the exact same way that worked for the zucchini.
You get down to the very end of the carrot and there's not much room to hold it. Flatten out your hand and just press your palm against the end so that your fingers stay out of the way.
Alright, so I think 1 carrot is going to be just right for this recipe. Looks perfect. Now that I have my vegetables grated, I have set them aside in this bowl, and we still have our dry ingredients over here, but now it's time to do our wet ingredients. We have about 3 tablespoons of butter melted, and it's been cooling while we did everything else already. We have 1 large egg, and we're going to crack it into a separate bowl just in case we get shells in our egg. Looks good.
We need the egg to be beaten, so I'm just using a fork to do that.
Then we need 1/2 cup of honey. If you don't have 1/2 cup of honey, you can also substitute another type of sweetener like maple syrup. Well, I had exactly 1/2 cup of honey, so I was lucky. Now we just need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. There we go. All right, it's a nice golden color. Next, I'm going to go back to my dry ingredients and I'm going to add them to my wet ingredients. I'm just going to do a little bit at a time. Alright, so it is just combined, not overmixed. So now I'm going to add my zucchini and my carrots. You can also add raisins or other dried fruit like dried cherries, dried cranberries, or you could add chopped walnuts or almonds or any other kind of nut, or you could even add mini chocolate chips if you're wanting something a little bit extra sweet. Today I'm just going to add the veggies.
Fold in your veggies and any other add-ins that you want, and this just means to take from the bottom and basically fold it over the top. So you go underneath and pull it over, underneath and pull it over until everything's well combined. I'm even kind of scraping the sides with my spatula as I go to make sure everything's incorporated.
So now that everything is mixed together, we're going to add the batter into our prepared mini muffin cups, and I'm going to use a tablespoon to scoop into these mini muffin cups.
Fill your muffin cups only about 2/3 of the way full because when they're baking they'll rise a little bit and you don't want them to overflow.
These need to go in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes, so we're going to start out with 15 minutes and we'll check to see how they're doing at that point and see if they need any longer.
I slid my muffins into the oven on the middle rack and set a timer for 15 minutes. While we wait, let's get ready to do an activity about protein.